between getting them to be a client or not is just handling objections, right? I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I have to talk to a partner, trying to handle those objections in your content, right? So, when you come to the sales call, it's really just a matter of having a conversation. It's not a matter of you negotiating or, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you don't want to try to sell or convince people. If you've established yourself and you're an authority, you're gonna help you're gonna help others. Like there's gonna be other people there. So it's not about, you trying to convince them. It's really about them trying to convince that they're gonna be an ideal client. They're gonna listen to what I say. They're gonna take in and be committed, right? That kind of makes sense, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And with those pieces of content, you want to, add some urgencies. Hey, I only got 5 spots left. This discount is only going to last till, the end of the week, or, you know what I mean? It's like a new offer, or it's a new event, where you're an exclusive private event where you're only allowing a certain amount of people, have some urgency with that. Okay. And the other thing is, with all these pieces of content, you're going to have a link. You're going to have your Calendly link, or you're going to have a lead magnet, or you're going to have a link to an event. They're all collecting information. Okay. People that are engaging with you are they're going to want free pieces of information. So they're be like, well, if this is what this person's content is and they're giving this for free, if I just got to give up my email, who knows what they'll give me, right? So now when we're talking about, the cycle and the action steps that you gotta have on a daily basis is putting out these pieces of content. Okay. Now, the main pieces of content that get people to engage is question posts. So you just put out a question and, have a colorful background. Do you guys know how to do that? Let me quickly show you what I mean. Because these work really well for engaging with people in DMs. So actually, we'll go right in here. Now I'll go through, and show you the type of content that you want, but you want to trigger people to engage, right? So questions posed. True or false, it's a great time to be a coach. That's a little bit maybe more general. But let's say, like Carolyn, it could be something that people are dealing with in terms of trauma, right? Or Maria, it could be something that is some sort of an ailment that people are dealing with, right? You just got to put out the question. Okay, what problem does your business solve? Look, I had 17, 4 comments, right? Carolyn liked it, but these people are, opportunities to have a conversation, right? These people are reaching. These are hot leads. These are people that eventually you're going to put into your VIP group. So how do you measure success in your business? So if a person's, talking about not having enough sales or enough leads, I know that's a person that, probably needs my help. Okay. So that's what I mean by question post. When I'm talking about polls, it's kind of the same thing, but I'll give you an idea. Sorry, this takes time whenever I have Zoom on, it always slows everything down. So here's another question. What's one thing you need most in your business? So Belinda, is there questions that you could probably ask people, you think?
Yeah, there probably are
Okay.
questions I could ask people.
But now you got an idea, right? Or what's gonna trigger conversation. Make
Yeah,
sense?
I do.
Cool.
Yeah, I do.
Or you can do true or false types of questions as well. You know, or I could be like, you know, what are you having trouble with in your business? Is it generating leads? Is it putting out content? Is it, you know, closing sales calls? And that's a poll, right? And people are going to give me either A, B, or C. All of those are hot leads. Okay, I can't find a poll, but just to kind of give you an idea what the question posts are. And then freebies, that what I mean by that is just, you know, free offers. So, you know, a guideline, a PDF, it could be a video training, it could be audio recording, meditation, you know what I mean? Whatever is connected to your brand and your ideal clients. Blog posts, really, I just mean like something written. It could be the content of your video in written form, and you can do it the next day. That's a lot of times I do that, where I put out a piece, a video post, and the next day I'll just do the written form and I'll make that my email, right? So it doesn't have to be anything complicated. In terms of the structure, because video posts are really get a lot of engagement. In terms of the structure, when you're talking about video posts, you want to present them. Just give me one sec. The question. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, sorry. In terms of the video post, so how you want to structure it is, you know, within the first couple of seconds, you want to talk about the question or the pain point. So are you having trouble getting leads in your business? You can, and then the next piece is the problem kind of resolution part. And then on the end is going to be the call to action. Click the link in my bio, click the link in this post, and it's going to be an event. It's going to be your calendar for a free consult, or it's going to be one of your lead magnets, right? The system is the same, right? The mechanisms to gain these are going to be different, right? But, you know, the way that you're going to, you know, you're going to put out the content, you're going to collect the information, and you're going to, you know, reach out to people that are hot leads and book calls and close sales. That's the game, right? That's, you know, if people are probably putting out ads and they're putting out, you know, big webinars and challenges, yes, that's a higher level. But I'm talking about anybody that's just doing it in an organic space. You can do this all for free. And when you're doing high ticket, so let's say $1,000 and above, you don't have to be doing hundreds of sales, right? You know, anywhere from 5 to 10 sales, and you guys could be out of your 9 to 5, right? But it starts with the action, continual content, you know, structuring your social media profiles the right way, having links everywhere. And it takes time to structure all of this out. It takes, you know, probably anywhere from a month to 2 months, but it's worth it once you have the system running. Okay. So, you know, what's the action plan? So you want to be doing I would say anywhere from 1 to 3 of these posts. You know, I would recommend 3, but If you're not able to, and that's too many, I totally understand. You know, you can do, let's say, 2 polls during the week, and you can do 3 questions, and then you can do a couple of videos and a couple of blogs. You know, I usually do a freebie, a question, and a video every day. Okay, and I put that in my profile. I'll put that in both of my groups, my public and private. I'll put that in my Facebook page. Okay, and the video that I use is just all that is a repurposed TikTok video. I just repurpose it, get rid of the watermark, and now I can post it in my Facebook, and I post it in my Instagram Reels, and I post it in my Facebook Reels. Then I post it in my YouTube Shorts. I even take the link and I put it in my email. That's how you get omnipresence, where everybody sees you on all the platforms. Okay.
How many of these tasks do you ask a VA to do? Like, I'm thinking I could
In terms of, yeah, the VA, you know, I didn't have a VA at the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to get to the point where I can afford the VA. So it was all me at the beginning. But when, once I'm able to get the system, I'm putting out the post in probably 2 to 3 areas, but she's putting it out in the other community groups, all over my LinkedIn, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because you know, and I'll go into it as well. I'll go into the LinkedIn, but in LinkedIn, you can have your own group as well, right? You can have your own group. You can make events in there. You know, it's similar to Facebook, but I'll show it to you guys. Yeah, okay. So again, when you're putting out one of these 3 posts, you're at a minimum, you're putting it in Facebook, right? Now, I say try to establish yourself in probably 1 to 2 social media platforms at the beginning. You know, Facebook is probably still the best in terms of engagement. LinkedIn is really good as well, but LinkedIn is more geared toward business, right? If you're if you can gear your service or your coaching into a more business sense, then yes, LinkedIn will work as well. But Facebook has the more diverse platforms, diverse groups, and engagement, and they encourage that, right? Okay, so you want to have it in your profile, you want to put it in your page, you want to put it in your own groups, public and private, and then posting it in community groups. You want to get into probably anywhere from, I'd say at least 5 to 10 community groups that are related to your niche. Now, when you're getting into these community groups, you want to make sure that you look at the rules, and you know, everybody has different rules about when you can promote and what you can promote. Some people don't like video, so just make sure you read through those groups. And in terms of picking a good group, I would say some group that has probably at least 2,000 or more. And when you see that, and I'll show you actually, guys, how to do that. You'll see the activity level, and the activity level is how many posts they're putting out a day. If you go to the group and it's saying 0 to 5 posts a day, it's not very engaged, right? if it's saying 10 plus posts per day, okay, this is a very engaged group, and you know it has 2,000 and above, and they're pretty lenient in terms of posting. That's a good group to be in. Okay. Again, so you know, I would say get at least Facebook handled, and then probably, you know, because it's easy in terms of transition, Instagram, and then I would say LinkedIn. But you want to gear you with LinkedIn, you want to be able to get into those community groups that are relatable to your niche. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly transition to LinkedIn so you guys get an idea of that as well. Okay. So here, when you're getting into LinkedIn, it's the same idea. So I go to my home page, right? And then on the left, you can see different groups in there. Okay. So you go into the groups, right? And you can go create a group and create your own group within that niche. But when you go to the upper left and just search, you know, it can be, let's say health and wellness, right? Then under here, it'll say groups, and then you put in groups. And now you have, you know, all the groups that are related to health and wellness, right? Again, go into them, find out how much they're engaging, and get an idea of their groups, their rules. But it's the same idea, right? Question post, poll, video, blog, and you're doing it in these posts. And again, I would say probably get into 5 to 10 groups, and it takes time. Like it's not gonna happen overnight, but that's how I want you guys to build it. And also, when you're putting out events on Facebook, you can also put out events in LinkedIn as well. And the great thing about LinkedIn, and I'll just show you, just even my event today. So you can put up your event, and then you go here and it says manage, and it says share event, right? You go share event, and it goes connections only. Connections only, that means your all your connections on LinkedIn, it'll get shared to right away. So that's a lot faster than on Facebook, where you gotta invite like 50 people at a time. So that's the great bonus about LinkedIn. The other thing is you can also pick groups, whatever group you wanna put it in. Okay. And another thing, and I know this is probably overwhelming, but that's the whole point. I want to overwhelm you guys because it means that's what's needed to change. That's what's needed to grow. Also, you guys can write articles as well. You know, you can create your own newsletter. Okay. And it's exactly the same thing. At the end of the newsletter, you have a link. You have linked either your calendar, either an event, either a freebie offer, right? The same idea. So all of these are different avenues that you guys can do to collect leads. Then, you know, you get them into your, once they, you know that they're wanting a piece of information or they're following your content, you get them into your VIP group, you start to have the conversation, pre-qualify them, and book them in for appointments, and then, you know, get clients. That's the game. I think I was going to show you the other one. Okay, guys, yeah, but that's basically, you know, how the organic, you know, marketing space works. You know, it's your through your DMs, making a phone list, making an email list, right? And then funneling people from your public group into more of a private group. You know, those are kind of hot leads or they're ready clients of yours. And then you have the pre-qualification calls, right? You know, obviously building out your links and lead magnets, that takes some technical stuff for sure. And, you know, I definitely help with that. When I do my coaching, I do it for you guys. You know, but if you have questions about that, like, you know, what to use, ClickFunnels is the main one, but it's expensive. I use a different one called Builderall because it has my email autoresponder and my funnels, my funnel page builder all together. So I like that, and it gives me unlimited emails. So I can build out my email list and not have to pay any extra. So, but yeah, that's basically it. Did you guys find that valuable? Did you guys get good info from it? I'm gonna have the video up into the group probably by tomorrow, so you guys can, you know, rewatch it and play it over. I was probably, you know, going all over the place and a little bit fast. So, any questions, comments?
As far as the link, that can go to my website, to my free thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I would recommend that it goes to a specific page, right?
Okay.
So, because Carolyn, this is the difference between having a website and having what we call a funnel. You know, especially now that everybody's on their phones, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you get to a website, there's too much information. There's too many buttons. There's too many links. There's too many things going on. So when I get to that's why the funnels are so much more popular, because when I go to a funnel, it's just one page, one button. I know exactly what I'm getting. Right? So when I give a person a lead magnet, like, hey, here's my script kit. All they have is one page, and it's a picture of the script kit, their name, email, and then it's the next button. Okay, now you have a video, and I give you an intro of who I am. Then you can book a call. Like, it's just one button, one click. It's not an entire website where it just overwhelms people. And the way that the culture is, and also just our attention span, it just converts higher. So, like, you know, people spending a lot of money on having a fancy website, it's not necessary, right? I would say for being professional, have something, you know, just don't spend a lot of money on it. Have something, you know, simple that says some, you know, that gives some information. But when we're talking about building leads that's going to get clients, funnels are always the way to go.
Okay.
And even with you use Aweber, right? So you can create the web pages and have either your free ebook or whatever it is, and then the Aweber is going to send them a direct email as soon as they hit submit.
Send an email to who?
To whoever logs into, like, say you send out a link for, hey, here's my free ebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
They go to that, they enter their name, email, and phone number, and then they hit submit. And now that goes to the page that has the ebook. As soon as that's triggered, they get an email with a link in there as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's what the email autoresponder is for.
Okay.
Cool. Maria, Belinda, is it Krishan? You guys have any questions?
Yes, I'm understanding, sir. I'm a beginner.
That makes sense?
It was very, very informative. I'm from India,
Okay.
and but I still not much trained. I would have to attend your more classes
Sure.
and then avail your services.
Yeah, no, not a problem. I'll send you I'll send you a link into my group, and we'll have a chat. No problem.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right.
It was
Belinda?
very informative.
Yeah.
Thank
Makes
you.
sense?
Great.
Yes, it does.
Does that kind of simplify things?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
You know, this is the process. Like, it's not any other sugar-coated stuff that people talk about. It's, you know, simply, you know, like I say, it's like creating content and having conversations that convert into clients, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's all it is. Maria, any questions?
As of right now, no.
Okay.
It's definitely you touched upon a lot of things that we talk about, so
Yeah.
it's like a good refresher, and I definitely took notes. So thank you for
Awesome.
that. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for attending. I'm gonna have this in my group by the latest tomorrow, and you know, you can watch it and rewind it, take notes, and if you guys have any other questions that come up, just message me. I'm always available.
Wonderful.
Thank